What is up, my friend? This is 3 descriptions of depersonalization symptoms, part 2. My name is Jordan Hargrave. For those of you who don't know, I once suffered with debilitating depersonalization and derealization. I tried distraction, acceptance, and everything that you could think of. Nothing worked until I found a body-based strategy based on neuroscience that actually got to the root of what was causing depersonalization, derealization by resolving the tension, energy, and emotion that had built up in my body. I have now been symptom-free for years, and I actually help people overcome depersonalization, derealization, anxiety, panic attacks full-time. I've helped doctors, nurses, EMTs, firefighters, to college kids, single moms, literally anybody that you could think of. I've even helped a few celebrities before, believe it or not, but I love what I do. And if you would like to discover this body-based strategy, I would love to teach it to you. I've compiled everything that I've learned. I've put it into a course called the Depersonalization Recovery Course. There's a link in the description below, and there's also a coupon for you if you're a subscriber, so check that out. Okay, the first description. Number 1, this person says, when it starts, I can feel the things that make me human start to slip away. I lose all sense of emotion. My mind goes blank, and I feel as if though my body does not exist. I go through tasks and actions like a well-programmed robot. And when I speak, it's without my own tongue. I sound lifeless. Sometimes I scream and panic in the back of my mind, but my body won't listen. That is incredibly deep. The second description, this person says, it feels like you are witnessing your own life behind a glass wall, like nobody sees or hears you, but you can see and hear everything very clearly, even clearer than usual actually. You see your body move and you hear your voice talk, but you have zero control over what you're saying or doing. And then you just keep banging on the glass wall, hoping somebody would notice that you're not really there inside your body. I'll just stop for 1 second and say that one thing that people tell me all the time is on the outside, it looks like they're fine. It doesn't seem like they feel disconnected from their body or disconnected from their identity or disconnected from their mind or their emotions. And people will look at them and they're just kind of waiting for them to notice this interior discomfort and disconnection, but people just don't notice. And it really frustrates people. People will say, everybody assumes that because on the outside everything seems normal, I'm going through my daily tasks, that it must mean that I'm okay on the inside. And they don't know the hell that I'm experiencing on the inside. People say that to me literally all the time. And years ago, whenever I used to suffer with symptoms of DPDR, anxiety, panic, all that stuff, I literally felt the exact same way. So the third and final description is you feel like your body isn't your own body. It's something strange and distant as a vehicle you don't drive. That is incredibly accurate to what I experienced whenever I was going through depersonalization. Is it felt like I was not connected to my body. It felt like my spirit or soul, whatever you want to call it, was detached from my body. And I was kind of like hovering just outside of my body a little bit. And I would look at my hands and be like, oh my gosh, I don't feel that internal connection. It was like my body was just like this shell that I was aware of, but I didn't have the interior experience of my body. And it was absolutely terrifying. And I would check my hands all the time and be like, okay, do I feel connected? Do I not feel connected? So anyway, I know that symptoms are scary and not fun to talk about, but we need to talk about this. We need people to be able to understand what this feels like. And because you can't describe these symptoms without metaphoric language, there's people that spend literally years and years and years with these symptoms, not able to get the help that they need because they can't even describe them to people. So I really hope that a lot of people come across this series, because now if you've got a metaphor that you feel like accurately describes what you're going through, well, you can take that to a licensed mental health professional, and hopefully they'll be able to understand it and get you the proper diagnosis that you need and help that you need as well. So anyway, with that being said, I hope that this has encouraged you. Once again, if in addition to working with a licensed mental health professional, you would like to take my course, I would love for you to see my body-based strategy. It literally is changing lives all over the world. I've received some of the most incredible testimonials, people that literally felt absolutely hopeless. And once they understood the neuroscience of how their body was being affected in terms of tension, energy, and emotion. And also once they got a scientific understanding of what was causing depersonalization, generalization, it literally just changes people's lives. And if you go to dprecovery.com, where I have my course, you can read the testimonials. And I also want you to know I've literally got hundreds of testimonials that I've never even posted to my website, because I've already got so many on there that it would literally just crowd everything. But just so you know, I get testimonials every single week of changed lives. It's not because I'm special. It's because what I'm doing is trying to teach an understanding that's based on the latest neuroscience, and everything that we're finding from the field of neuroscience and traumatology says you have to address what's happening in the body. You have to. Otherwise, you're really just picking apples and you're not getting to the root of the apple tree, and the apples are just going to keep growing back. Metaphorical example for the symptoms are going to keep coming back. So anyway, check out the course, and also know that I teach everything for free here on YouTube. The course is basically just more step-by-step. It's more in-depth, but you don't need the course to recover. I've literally given the general understanding on YouTube for free. That's why most people will find that the free videos on YouTube are enough to help them. But anyway, if you did want to go a little bit more in depth, the course is available. Subscribe. Also, join the Fearless family. Click the notification bell if you want to follow this series. Like this. Comment below if you have any questions, or if you just wanted to comment anything. That is it, and I hope you have an awesome day, my friend.